Hi, I'm Severo from Hornet Plugins, and today I want to show you our latest plugin, the Hornet MasterTool. MasterTool is a plugin designed to apply the final touch to your tracks and do what a complete mastering chain does to your audio. It simply uses different algorithms that we already have in our plugins and link them together using some clever strategies. So the first thing I'm going to do is to add the plugin to the track, and the first thing that happens is that the plugin puts itself in learn mode. This is because to be able to apply some processing to the audio, first the plugin has to learn what your audio is. So it put yourself in learn mode, and once you press the learn button, the learn process starts. And as soon as a sample containing some audio is heard by the plugin, it's added to the internal buffer that is used to set the parameter for the different processing algorithms. So there is no need to learn the whole track, because we found that using the loudest part and say the chorus or some very particular part of the track works fine. There is a little bit of difference if you use the whole track, but the difference is so minimal that you can safely use the chorus for the track, and the result will be almost the same. So I will use this part over here, and we'll let the plugin learn this audio. So I put it in learn mode. No samples has been recorded yet, but as soon as I press play, the counter starts learning sample, shows the learned sample, and we are now just adding those samples to our internal buffer. And once the buffer is filled with the audio we need, the update model process will start, and this audio will be run through all the modulus that compose the plugin, and every parameters will be set according to the learned audio. So I think this is enough, and I can safely press learn once again, and the update model process, update model stage will start. So the model is updating right now. Done. And if I press play now, the audio is processed through the plugin. But what actually is made to the audio? What kind of processing? Well, the first thing is not shown here, and it's a simply high-pass filter that cuts everything below 30 Hz because it is of no need, so we can safely remove that information. And then an elliptic Q, our elliptic Q in auto mode is applied. This means that if the difference between left and right channel below 200 Hz is wide, a filter is applied on the side part of the signal, so to reduce the stereo image and have a tighter bass region that is almost mono, and this is very helpful to give you an idea of a more tight signal, and to prevent needle skipping if you're mastering for vinyl. Because if the differences between left and right channels at low frequencies are very high, the needle may skip on the record. So it's always a safe choice to remove much of the stereo energy at very low frequencies. And then everything is passed through our EQ. The EQ is the same you find in our 31, and it's a 31 bands dynamic EQ. What does it mean? That the auto algorithm is applied in continuous mode. That means that every band is compared to the overall band level and to the band before and after it. And if a large difference is found, a correction is applied to prevent band masking. This is bad for audio, and having less masking as possible gives you a clear audio and a nicer listening experience on many systems, many different systems. So after the EQ has been applied, we listen to the overall level using our coherence meter that give us the overall level and the number of dBs that we are out of correction. That means that we have peaks that are too high in respect to the overall level of the tracks. So those peaks need to go away to be able to reach the target level we specified here. So we run, as I said, we run through coherence meter and use the values found by coherence meter to set a clipper and a limiter. These two together makes the track smoother, let's say, in regards to short peaks. And after this processing, a second limiter is applied to reach the target level you have specified. By default, it sets itself to negative 16 dBs. These are the UFS, sorry, because this is the safer value for streaming services and the target of choice for the plugin. But of course, you can go as higher as negative 6 or lower as a negative 23 if you are targeting broadcasting, and so this is pretty flexible. And then we have the voiceover button here that allows you to enable a special kind of algorithm that you also uses an auto gain in front of the processing chain, so to keep the voice level as even as possible. And this is not good for music because you will ruin dynamic content, but for voiceovers where the clarity of the voice is most important, if you have a steady tone, it works out well. So we are not using this button here right now. Then we have the load and save for presets, and the help button that enables tooltips to show you what every part of the plugin means and what control and which control what it does. So we'll press play now and let you hear how the plugin processes audio. So as you can see here, we have the correction applied to every band and the gain reduction made by the clipper, because no limiter 1 or limiter 2 are needed to reach this level, because the track is already very close to this level. So we are just using a little bit of clipper to smooth out the peaks and make the track close to this level. If I will target a higher level, let's say negative 7, it's more of a loudness war value, but the model is updated once again, as you can see here. And if I press play right now, you will see that also clipper and limiter 2 start working to bring the track level to this negative 7 LUFS. If I want, I can apply more or less EQ. So this will now change more of the EQ content. So I don't think my -7 gives us very good results because the track starts to sound very distorted, it starts to sound very compressed, and I really don't like that, and it's not needed anymore because we want to target streaming services right now, not CDs. So I can safely go to -14 if I want to be louder, but -7 is definitely too much. So there is no need to learn, model has been updated, and this could be our final master. Of course, if I bypass the plugin, the difference in loudness is too much, so we cannot really appreciate what is happening. But the plugin nevertheless gave this track its final touch. They needed the processing to say that it's ready for delivery. So Hornet MasterTool is available right now on www.hornetplugins.com. We have a demo, so you can download the demo and try it out. The only difference with the full version is that the audio is silenced every 30 seconds or so. And if you want, you can also buy the full version, and we offer a 15% date, 15 days, 100% money back guarantee. So if you don't like the plugin, you can ask for your money back. But I'm pretty sure that you will like it because it gives you that sound that is needed to make sound good every track. It has all the processing that it's found in many of our plugins, and it costs much more less, of course. So thank you very much for watching the video, and if you have any question or any suggestion, just write us.